OR Tambo Heist Gang is back in the South Gauteng High Court today. The three accused are left after one was acquitted on all charges. Now, this is the matter where OR Tambo was robbed of millions by people in police uniform in March 2017. Now, reporter Nozintombi Mia is outside the South Gauteng High Court. We understand she'll be in court at about 10 o'clock this morning. Nozintombi, a very good morning to you. We're expecting, of course, proceedings to get underway at 10 o'clock this morning, and we're not expecting the judge to be lenient because in the last appearance by these men, there didn't seem to be any remorse on their part. They believe they're not guilty.
Well, a very good morning to you, Criselda. Certainly, the three accused showing absolutely no remorse for their deeds. They stole about 20 million rands in banknotes from Standard Bank in March of 2017. And it definitely looks like the sentencing judge is not going to be lenient against the three accused that will be appearing here today in court for B at the South Gauteng High Court. And this case has generated so much media attention and also police scrutiny because it really talks to the issue of airport security of foreign travelers, local travelers being followed home, trailed home by these suspects and, you know, committing crimes against persons and also heists against institutions and getting away with quite a lot of money. So it certainly is a big story that is being looked at, definitely.
This matter was highly reported back last year when it took place, and it really brought into question the issue of security at OR Tambo International Airport. This on the backdrop of a number of incidents where police have had to intervene in people being followed from the airport to their homes. There had been a spate of those incidents that had been reported. Do we know if OR Tambo, since this incident, has managed to beef up security to ensure that the incident that took place at OR Tambo does not happen again, and the incidents where we've seen a number of people being followed from OR Tambo to their homes are scaled down?
Certainly, Criselda, this has been a major issue for the police. You'll recall a little bit earlier this year when the crime statistics came out, we saw quite an increase in the number of heists that have been happening in and around the Gauteng area. And leading up to this festive December period, police have they've had to make sure that they put in a task team that tightens up security from the airport, working with AXA, the airport's company of South Africa, as well as other bodies that work around the airporting security measures, have had to make sure that they tighten up security and they ensure the security of foreign travelers, of local travelers. Crime will certainly spike even further around this December period, and police will be keeping a very, very close eye on it. And I think this particular sentencing today that we're anticipating to start at 10 o'clock will really set a tone for the punishment that would-be heists would have to face. So it would certainly act as a deterrent for them to continue with the heists. Millions in money get stolen. It affects not just the victims of the crime, it also affects the economy, and it certainly isn't a good morale. It isn't a good view for our country in terms of foreign travelers, in terms of local travelers landing in OR Tambo around the issue of their safety. So the issue of this particular heist and the sentencing today will be a step in the right direction in terms of deterring any possible future heists around the OR Tambo, with the security being strengthened, especially leading up here in this festive December season. Criselda.
Nozintombi, just before we wrap up, I know during the last appearance also there were indications that one of the men was not feeling too well and that proceedings had to adjourn after the two had taken the stand. Do we have any indication if he will be making himself or if he'll be making his way to court this morning as well?
We'll certainly see when court proceedings begin at 10 o'clock. We'll be keeping you updated blow by blow. We'll also get an opportunity to try and get the proceedings, the sentencing proceedings recorded live, and we'll be giving you updates in terms of all three accused, the status of it, their health of it, and to make sure that we give you blow by blow of the sentencing this morning.
Nozin Jombimia outside the South Gauteng High Court here in Johannesburg, where the sentencing of 3 OR Tambo Heist Gang members is back in court. That sentencing is expected to get underway at 10 o'clock this morning. We'll certainly hope to bring you that sentencing live here on SABC News.